Hi there. So we find ourselves in this point. Um, we started a new character with a referral link. We have 1 million skill points, more or less available for us to be able to learn almost any skill we want when we want. We entered in a low-paying tax corporation, so we don't pay to the NPC corporations the hard-earned disc we make through missions and from bounties. Okay, we finished our tutorial missions, so we have some ISK now, including the ships, almost 20 million ISK. What do I do now? What career to follow? So I'll start with the less likely I think you should follow as a new player. There's one exception, role-playing, which I'm not into in EVE Online, but if you are inclined to do that, then by all means. Only I have there's no advice from my side to that side. Then to the other careers people follow in EVE Online. If you start as an alpha account, so you are not paying or you are not paying yet from the start, your career in planetary industry is not possible, because it's possible only through Omega account. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend this career for a new player because it's let's say too complicated to start from the beginning. You should know a little how the game works, game mechanics, and what's being used, what's being sold and bought, what's necessary, and so on. So that is a path which I strongly suggest to look into it a little later in game. After it we have industry, general industry, let's say production and so on, which again I'm not recommending for straight up beginners, because as a solo player, especially to mine all the materials yourself and then to acquire blueprints for reprocessing, you don't have skills and so on, it will not be efficient, you'll not make anything interesting. Only through a corporation, and even then you still need some skills for it. Mining, pretty low paying, because to do it safe you want to do it in high sec, but in high sec all the ores, the minerals available are not paying great, so you'll just lose time. And to go in low sec, you risk a lot being killed, podded, so it's not really an efficient way to start. Just for fun, okay, take a venture out, go in some asteroid belts, mine, but you will see it, the ISK per hour is it's not really okay. Nonetheless, maybe later in game, or maybe with an Omega account in a corporation with bigger ships, of course, then that's something else. Industry related, let's say there's the hauling also. A lot of people are doing this. There are even services of hauling which you can use if you don't want to haul your stuff. Again, since at the beginning the skills are very low, I wouldn't recommend it, because haulers are being are being targeted even in high sec if they are holding anything of value. So with such low skills in the beginning, you will not really be safe holding stuff. So it can be a trade to follow, but again later in game. After that comes market trading, let's say. Market trading can be interesting. I'll leave you a link in the description of some very detailed explanations from Oz. I think he made a while ago case with the new characters, with the new account with 3 alpha characters positioned one in each major trade hub in Eve, one in Jita, one in Amar, and one in Dodixi. And from the roughly 20 million ISK each, what you have at the beginning after doing the tutorial, he shows you how you can get to some amounts of ISK, but that requires some work. You need to place orders and to supervise those orders, and especially in those big trade hubs, you need to keep a very good track of your orders. Nonetheless, it's doable. You can make some ISK. As an alpha account, unfortunately, you will be restricted at 17 market orders. To reach that 17, though, you need to skill up a little at the trade skills. You need to pick your trade skill up to 3, so we get 4 more trade orders by training this skill. And then with those 17 trade orders, what you can do in a major hub, you need to look for some ship equipment, for example, which sells low, and you can buy it low and sell it high. As an example, I don't know, let's look for an afterburner, some normal one. And let's suppose this would be, all these orders will be in the same station. In this case, if you place here a buy order somewhere at 40,000, and you are able to get from the market some of these equipments later on, you can put some sell orders here a little under the lowest price here, sorry, like this. This is not really a good example because the lowest seller is under the buying price. But let's say our orders would start from here, 80,000. Then if you buy it 40 something plus the taxes, keep in mind at least 12-11% at the beginning, because you have no skills, and if you have to rearrange your orders a few times, so you would need a margin of at least 20, 25, 30%. In this case, okay, it's 100%, it's double. You could try making some market trading, which implies some time spent in station caring for the market orders. It's a thing which can bring some ISK, but as an alpha, as I said, you are restricted at a very limited number of market orders. Your skills cannot go too high. Let's see in the trading, so pretty much everything's blocked. Uh, to bring down the taxes, we need accounting, for example, which is block 2 omega, and so on. So if you just want to try it, no problem, you can make a summis, but you'll need to spend some time in the trade hub, caring, continuously updating the market orders. Some big points of this this trade would be, if you try to do this, you need to place your buy orders in a station which is player owned, so not in an NPC station. Next to every big trade hub in game, there are NPC stations. Also, there's a website, Adam for Eve. I'll leave the link also in the description, where you can find the big hubs, and also the big hubs from NPCs, and also the decent player hubs. So you would need to place your buy orders there, because the taxes will be way lower, and whatever you buy, you have to go in the NPC hub and place your sell orders there, because people are coming and buying from the big trade hubs. But for this, I really recommend you to follow the videos you can find in Oz's channel. Everything is pretty explanatory, pretty clear, and it can bring some risk. And separated from all this industrial part, let's say, we'd have an economical part, we'd have combat and exploration. And one more thing, in case you have just time spending somewhere by, I don't know from what reason, time to time you can enter in project discovery, and here you are able to make some risk, which for the beginning it's okay. Later on it will not be so valuable when you'll make more risk by from other things. But from the beginning you can start also with project discovery. We have a limit of steps per day, but you can make some good risk from the beginning from here also. This is as an extra, and it's good to know. As combat, you can do, except the player versus player content, which you really shouldn't enter from the beginning. You should start killing NPCs, learn flying ships, understanding modules, skills and everything. You have two options at least, but the easiest ones, let's say, for combat would be to do combat missions from agents, which you can find in the agency, agents and missions, mission agents, security agents, and then you have to look which agents are available to you. Unfortunately, close to us here we don't find something. Also, next to the security agents, you can find distribution agents, so you can haul some stuff for some agents and get higher ratings with the faction where those agents are. So maybe later on you can get different kind of agents from there. Mining agents, this is a good place to start initially. A few times you can do some missions. The risk from this, let's say, would bring a little income. Or just head out and look for some combat anomalies, like we saw in our last tutorial, and start from the easiest site and grow from there. Let's take for example our Merlin, and let's see what do we have fitted on it. Light electron blaster. These are very short ranged. The railguns are long range. Now it depends also on what you'd like initially. Every time check what the ship has bonused. Fit shield or armor modules also according to what the ship has bonused, and then try to do some of these sites. Let's do just for fun sake with what we have already fitted one. Let's see if we can find the site. So you have an idea. I don't know if we have more ammo here. No. Anyway, we have enough, I think, in the cargo hold. Yeah. And don't forget about this kind of tasks that are appearing here, changing daily. So if they are easy and you complete them, you can get some free skill points or all kind of stuff. So let's go out in the Merlin to look for an easy combat site. You will not find for sure anything in these starting systems where all the new players are being placed. Most of these sites are, or all of these sites are training sites, so we'll need to travel. For this, take out your map, and of course initially just look for high sec solar systems, because you don't want to be hunted in the beginning. And let's see, where can we go? This is all. These are becoming dangerous here, but 0.5, it's, let's say, the limit. Let's set a destination. We are passing only through high sec. Learn to use the map. Under geography statistics here, you can set on the map on very important types of view. Security status first, you can look by color roughly where you can go, and then you can see average pilots in space in the last 30 minutes, so how crowded it is. Crowded doesn't always mean bad, but sometimes you maybe prefer less pilots in space. And more important, how many ships were destroyed in the last hour. So we don't want to pass through some systems where people are getting shot a lot. Now there are external resources which you have to use in order to travel safely through Eve. And you can find them very easily. They're easy researchable. Let's hope in this Isan ammo nothing really bad happens, at least not to us, since we don't have anything too valuable. So let's take a short trip and let's see if we can find some very easy combat site, which you will find through the probe scanner. We need to set our anomalies back, is combat site. I don't know if it's really a training site. Doesn't matter. We'll see in the next system. Refuge. I don't know how strong is this, but we can warp within 30 kilometers, so not falling directly on the NPCs. And let's see how many ships are there and how bad they are. Anyway, in high sec they cannot tackle us, so they will not block us. We can warp out as long as our structure holds long enough. Somebody's already busy here, so we can go to the next system. And it seems there were some NPCs. These NPCs will spawn in waves. Normally each wave harder than the previous, but starting in high sec, as I said, it will not be so difficult because you can warp out whenever you want, but don't wait until all your shield, armor and structure is gone, because it takes a while until you can warp out. Again, refuge. I'm looking for something called hideaway, I think. I think those are the easiest ones. Let's see. Maybe the next system.
I got biscotti and froze. Big boss like I'm rose. Ice and Wendy's, that's a dome. Low baddie, yeah, she homemade. Rep my city at the home game. Up and down and go both ways. And the sprinter is taking them both lanes. Hop in, we zooming, the package be booming. Yeah, we got it, we got it, got it. She picky and choosing in love with the moment. Yeah, we got it, we got it, got it. They cannot do what we doing. You see how we moving, we got it, we got it, got it. Mess with the squad, you try to. Go against us, I highly doubt it. All of my bros, we got it, got it. They know for sure, we got it, got it. Been on the road, we got it, got it. We cannot go without it, out it. Mess with the squad, you try to.
There we go. We have a hideaway. Let's see what's there. Since we are in a system affected by a weather system, let's say, every time it's good to check what are the modifications there. Okay, so it seems only two little pirates. You can see on info on them what's the bounty, at which is the best ammo to use. In this case, kinetic. Their shield, armor and structure are all low on kinetic. Let's target them until they get to us. They are dealing thermal damage and kinetic, so you want to be protected in kinetic and thermal. From the fitting window you can see where you are in your shield, armor and structure, and in case you need to improve this, you can do with modules, rigs, skills, so on. Let's see how difficult these friends will be to attack. We have this ammo is shooting at 14 kilometers, but this one is at 2, so let's go close to them. So we can use all our guns. Okay, so it seems these are very easy to kill. hope this Kikimora will leave us alone. Because really there's nothing for them to do with the little Merlin. Now at the beginning, until you um, you learn how to fly these ships, it's it's enough for now, just to try and kill the NPCs and so on. But slowly you'll have to get accustomed with one more very important tool from this game, and that's the D-scan, the D-scanner, which you can access from scanners. Again, it appears with the solar system map attached that you can detach it. And this one, it's a very important tool because it tells you who's in the system, and if they are closer than your scanning range, also you can understand how close they are. And especially in low sec or wormholes, then it's way more important. So you know, if you have a weaker ship when it's time to scram, or when you are hunting people, then you can find them with the help of this scan. Again, look over the web, because there's a lot of different ways you can use this scan, and there's a lot of very good explanations about it. So please please use Google search with trust. Okay, let's kill these ones. Now the bounties you will not get immediately, but after some point you get the bounties also of these NPCs. Don't forget some modules on, so you don't deplete your capacitor. I'm pretty sure these wrecks don't have anything important, but nonetheless, let's go and check that Kikimora is back and went again. Okay, you find some ammo, some very cheap module, unbelievable cheap. Let's see. Okay, there's a micro warp drive. I don't know what to say. For the beginning, you can play a few of these sites, it would be okay. So try your hand and get accustomed to more and more pirates in the same time, and with a lot of red, especially in your ship's area. So you need to be able to understand when you should be stressed and when not. So it's okay if you start also with these little ones. Okay, I'm curious, this refuge, how much stronger is this? Let's go there. If it's too much, we will go away. Let's also recharge our guns. this gun doesn't shoot too far away, so let's put anti-matter back. At least it has the most damage. And it seems it's busy, so we should go on our way to the next system. Now the Merlin, in fact, it's a pretty good frigate. I mean, it can be very pretty good once you skill up and you install on it better modules. How much life do you have? 2000 HP. It's not at all enough, but it's pretty good for the beginning. For our base, weak storm. Let's try one more jump. No signature in this system. Let's see what it's around us. Nothing. Then we go here, and from here we'll have not there, but we'll have some more choices here. Let's go on more system. Now this pop-ups at some point can be dangerous, because if you are followed by someone and you lose this time clicking links, it will be dangerous. I suggest you mark, don't ask me again, and just be careful in what system you are entering, but disable these pop-ups because they are really annoying. Okay. And nothing easy for us. Let's go to one of those two systems. Let's see what links we have from here. Very high sec, and from the other one, this one, it's a little more helpful. Let's see where we can get from here. 0.5, which is good. Okay, we'll take just a few more jumps, and we'll see if we can find one more or two more of these easy sites. Watch out in some of these systems, don't linger by the gates, because it's possible that you'll be shut down by some NPCs if you forget yourself, I don't know, in the map, or looking, or something else. If you want to investigate stuff, just dock in a station or go somewhere in a safe spot, but don't sit on gates. Okay, nothing here. Next. I'm curious if we received some bounties, but we didn't yet. These are from the missions. That was a suspect hawk, so I suppose he killed someone. When you see a fleshy one like that, you can kill him if you have enough power without punishment from Concord. But I advise you first to fight some NPCs before taking up players. Okay, nada. Anything else around? Let's set the waypoint here and then here. That should be enough. We're at the limit of high sec and it's not worth it to pass in low sec because then it's nothing is defending us there and we are too weak at this moment. Okay, here we have a hideaway. Let's try this one. The chat is also important because in high sec, low sec and null sec you can see the number of players in the system and also their names. So we have 3 players in this system. Oh, this is a pretty busy site. I don't think we can do this. So hidden hideaway, it's pretty difficult. Let's jump to this den quickly. Sorry to bother you, sir. Bye bye. I don't know, I have the impression that this den will be also pretty difficult. We are in 0.5, so yeah, the strength of the NPCs it's bigger. So let's just jump to the gate as soon as possible before being kept here. Yeah. The lower you go in security status systems, the stronger the NPCs are, even in the same named site, so be careful of that. Or start in 0.7 with something, then or go to a higher site or the same site in lower security system. You can find on UniWiki the sites, the combat sites, rated by strength and with a lot of information. You can start there. So I'll put a link in the description for the combat sites from InWiki, the market trading stuff, some routing tools, external tools you can use. You can check from outside EVE Online if there are gate camps and so on. I'll put a few links in the description, very good tools to use in the beginning. Okay, anyway, we did the site or something. You saw the idea. You can continue on this matter with the Merlin, or try as a different idea the a ship with missiles. In our case would be the Kestrel, if you want to continue on this line, and then upgrade to or to frigate, hookbill, or pass to destroyer. But keep in mind, if you keep in the frigates, then you just need to learn the frigate skills. Let's say spaceship command, we are Caldari. So if we learn this Caldari frigates, I don't know if we are bonused for this. Let's see. So per skill level of Caldari frigate we get some bonuses. As long as we stay in the frigate class, we get this bonus even if we change this ship. If you pass to the destroyer, of course, you'll have to learn the destroyer skills and so on. Our bounties came. So for 2, 4, 7, 8 little ships killed, we took 31,000. That's somewhere under 4,000 per ship. I don't know if it's worth to make a ISK per hour calculation. It's not really enough to feed our family, let's say. I'm just presenting it so you know you can do it even with the 0 ship. As we just finished the tutorial, you can do some little sites. But for now I'll take this little ship back home. So if you forget where you are or you didn't save in locations your base, you can always find from personal assets. Wherever you have stuff, there's the home, set destination, and of course without autopilot we just fly manually gate to gate. Now the only other career we didn't talk about is exploration, for which I'll make a separate video a little more in depth, because we need to explain that hacking mini game as good as possible to present all those subsystems which can appear and which needs to be annihilated first. What helping subsystems we can find also. And which to use and how to use. And the fits for the ship and so on. So that will make a complete separate tutorial, let's say. I hope I gave you some idea where to head or what to do. If you have enough time available, you can try to join one of the big corporations for new players, and there I suppose you'll find a lot of corp mates which are more than willing to help, and they have common missions and so on, so you'll learn shoulder to shoulder with the other players. If you prefer taking your time a little, exploring this enormous map of EVE Online by yourself, look for a corporation with low requests, let's say, for time involved in the corporation and so on. And try to see what catches your interest. Fly some ships, kill some NPCs, trade something on the market, do some exploration, some hauling, do some level 1 missions, level 2 missions. You can do pretty easy at this level. You have to start from the corporations of the agents we did the tutorial to. So we need to see where did we rank up on rating, and it seems cool, the applied knowledge. What can this school give us? Or in fact we want to see where it has agents, higher ranking agents. So it seems only distribution. And because our ranking is 3, I don't know if level 4 are available, not available. So for level 4 we need 5 standing. I don't know why I was looking at level 4. Level 3. For level 3. So I suppose with this rating you can do even level 3 missions for this School of Applied Knowledge. Otherwise, look where you increase some standings and gather for it. What I forgot to tell you is that you should do the Epic Arc Sister of Eve. Maybe I'll do that one also in a separate video. And where are those agents and missions, epic arcs, and this first epic arc is available to us, and it will bring very good standings and some cash. Sisters of Eve epic arc, 52 missions, but not very difficult. So I think we'll see each other in a video also with this combat related epic arc mainly. Okay then, that's pretty much it for the moment. I'm trying not to throw too much mixed information to you, so you can still try to take a standalone decision what's what, and see you in a future video, and good luck.